Alrighty, so now that you know the mechanics of how to do this, I'll go into more detail about real world applications. So the hedge funds, for example, it's a financial group. It's usually savvy investors and they're less regulated, and they're usually more complex as well. So what they'll do is they'll look at a stock, and they can usually put it into an engine, and it will be algorithms, and they'll use regression and they'll use tracking and different variables of the company to see where the stock's going and predict where it is, and they can use different derivatives like calls and puts, and they can bet, and they can shorting is another way of saying it, putting it, right? So what they can do is they can bet on where it's going to go using those derivatives and make money, and they'll do this on a very, very quick level. So for example, when a share gets put into the system, it goes in a fraction of a second, right? So these guys have a method of going to the trading center, NYSE, finding out what trade is gonna be put in, buying it and selling it for a higher price, and then using different methods like what we talked about to find out where profit can be made. So an example of this is they'll use regression, and the computer would be like, okay, the 52-week low is here and here, and the 52-week is here. So like Yahoo Finance, you can get the statistics as well. So what you do for that is say the current stock is trading right here, and the 52-week high is right here. You know, okay, well, it's really close to the high, so now it's not a good time to buy. So that'd be more for value trading. So you'd wait until the stock value came closer to here to buy, because you'd know, okay, it's probably going to go back up. And again, you'd rely on models of the actual function itself to determine if that's a good idea, because if it's going on an upward trajectory and you short it thinking it's going to go down, you're going to lose money. So those are a couple of good applications of using calculus and derivatives and critical values to make money in the real world.
And this graph is of the linear regression, which is given up here.
Well, it's not linear regression, but it's just regression of the graph.
Okay, yeah, it's just a regression. So we get that the max is 0 right here, and so the max is right there. That's a local max, and then we have two mins at -2
and +2,
and then +2, and we see that right here and right here.
Okay, so obviously, realistically, you're not going to have a negatively priced stock, but this was just an example of a function, because all the functions they use in the real world are way too complex for the scope of this video.